Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck Spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at a Control Warlock deck. I believe this was featured in the most recent Blizzard off-meta Spotlight, brought to us by Flux Flasher of Hearthstone fame. Link always down in the description. Big ups to Flux Flasher. They always seem to bring the most competitive decks to the forefront. I love playing them. I love seeing a new Flux Flasher deck. So, if you haven't seen Control Warlock before, I'm certainly no Control Warlock expert, but it's a deck that popped up in response to people trying to be very degenerate in the most recent expansion. There's a lot of combo decks, a lot of people trying to do Mechathune things, a lot of people trying to do shenanigans like that. And Control Warlock rose up in opposition of that because it was a control deck that could actually interact with these decks. And typically the control decks, against a lot of those control decks, a lot of the combo decks rather, control versus combo was not a good matchup. But because of this one card, Demonic Project, each player transforms a random minion in their hand into a demon. You can transform those key combo pieces that your opponent's trying to play into not combo pieces, and then you don't have to worry about their combo, which is the entire point of the deck. So you can just proceed to slay them in any number of different ways. To go with the Demonic Project, which can see play as a 1 or a 2 of in these decks, oftentimes we see Sacrificial Pact. So even if you give your opponent a very good demon, you have a very quick answer to it that also heals you up, and you've got plenty of targets in this deck for a Sacrificial Pact anyway. Outside of that, we are a control deck, so we're trying to control the board against aggro decks. We're trying to play a lot of board clears, trying to stem the bleeding as much as possible. That's why we see cards like Defile in here, Doomsayer as well. And this deck has chosen to cut down just to the one Hellfire. So we are a little bit weaker to that, but we've got some other additions in here that could help out. The other key addition to this specific deck is we've got a Howlfiend and a Treachery in the deck. So against other control decks or other maybe mid-range to slower decks, we can set up a Howlfiend into a Treachery and a Defile, and hopefully discard 1, 2, 3 our opponent's entire hand, and curve that, turn the corner into a win. So that's just another element to this deck. So I don't think a lot of people will be prepared for that. Outside of that, we've got one of Chittering Tunneler, which is one of my favorite cards. I love this card, and I'm going to be really sad to see it go, because I think this card's very, very cool, and we're totally happy to take 8 to get another Twisting Nether. Moving on, we've got a Spellstone in here, which goes very well with our Kobold Librarians, our Hellfires, our Chittering Tunnelers, these kinds of things. Use it to heal ourselves up, just like we've got the Shroom Brewers in here, as both a really good body, 4 mana, 4/4, that also keeps us in the game, or can be used to heal up our very, very big threats over here. One of Despicable Dreadlord, one of Giggling Inventor, one of Ziliax, so not exactly what's the word, like a focused strategy there. We're not saying we want to target this one thing. I think the idea behind this is that we are Warlock, we're going to draw quite a lot of cards, and we want to have different answers for different situations. So, we'd want Dreadlord against those odd paladins. We want Giggling Inventor generally against aggro decks. Ziliax, great against mid-range decks. So we've got a lot of answers, and because we draw so many cards, hopefully we'll be able to hit them. Rin in here as one of our win conditions, particularly against control decks. Oftentimes in the mirror, I've heard that it comes down to who can get their Rin killed first. Skulking Geist in here, it can help us against Odd Warrior, other control decks, though usually Gul'dan kind of gets the job done there. Godfrey is another board clear. Just the one Twisting Nether in here. I see Dave in chat is surprised that there's not two Twisting Nethers in the deck, and I can kind of agree with that. We've got 2 Void Lords here, and right at the back, Blood Reaver Gul'dan, one of the best cards for the deck. Our main win condition, keeps us in the game, helps us turn the corner. This card is phenomenal. Talking about some cards that are maybe missing from this deck that other Control Warlock decks play, we don't have any Skull of the Minaris. which was one of the ways that you could cheat Void Lords into play, or even just Despicable Dreadlords. Kind of helped you deploy your threats a bit quicker, but obviously had the downside of not doing anything immediately, which against a lot of aggressive decks is curtains. We also don't see any Gnome Feratus, which was a minion included to be a bit of a roadblock early on. Can trade pretty well, let you compete on board a little bit, but also gives you a little bit of advantage in those long games, in the fatigue games, which can be very important. Also gives you an even bigger edge against some of those combo decks if you can, if they have a lot of combo pieces they need to assemble. So that's quite good. And the other interesting card in here is where we've got some Shadow Bolts in here. So we'll see how well those go. A bit of a, not necessarily an efficient way to remove things, but a very effective way to remove things. Lots of damage, which is can be quite good. So without further ado, let's jump into some games. Okay, here against Druid. Fortunately, mulliganed into a Treachery, which is not great. But Kobold Librarian fixes everything. Maybe we can Tutoring Tunneler another Spellstone. Can you activate some emotes from Better Twitch TV? I've actually never played around with Better Twitch TV at all. Do you think it's something that I should look into? Yeah? Alright, I'll look into that tonight. Or over the weekend, rather. And make sure that I know what's up for next week. Defile or Siphon Soul? We'll take the Defile. Even though I don't think it's necessarily very good against Druid, it is a card that we would like to have if we do hit our Howlfiend. Monk or Easy Clap. Alright, I'll look into it.
Out of my jungle!
Ziliax or Sunwalker? I'll take a Ziliax. Who knows, maybe we'll hit our other Ziliax and we can magnetize them. Double Ziliax.
Unleash me! Go away!
I'm not sure in these situations, if we're playing the control deck like this, if we should be committing to the board and trying to like get some damage in, or if we should be just tapping up and trying to get the options. Rin could be pretty good here. Interesting, if we had taken the Dark Pact off of the Tutoring Tunneler, we would have been able to Dark Pact our own Rin. Twig! Ooh, we do not have any weapon destruction in the deck.
So many possibilities. Unity, precision, perfection.
I don't think if we had Was there a way for us to kill the Rin and play one of the demons this turn? Because I don't think we can race this with the demons. Come on, Howlfiend. Off the top. No dice. I'll take a heal though. Oof, come on. Come on, Howlfiend. Ooh, there it is.
Primitive.
Interesting. I guess we could have, we should have not attacked with the Rin, because we could have attacked the Howlfiend again with the Rin. Getting the swipe out is good though. Naturalize. We already have the cooldown, so that's fine. I'd wait until last moment to Howlfiend them. I mean, this basically that was like the second last moment we could have done something, right? Oh. Brutal.
So many possibilities.
Blast this deck. Blast it indeed.
Darkness rises.
Yeah, there's Void Lord out. See what they want to do and then we'll Gul'dan. Though maybe we should just be going for these seals. Even on audio only, basically no connection. I have to run for now, catch the rest on VODs. Lots of love, no worries. Thanks for hanging out, Ruby. It's good, always good to have you.
I wonder. Hope fails.
Uh-oh. Geist. They've already played a Naturalize, and we've gotten rid of both Spellstones, so I think what we'll do is we'll just go to 35.
And shadow. As you command.
We'll see if our opponent has got what it takes to kill us from 35. Whoa. So if we defile here, it's 1, 2, 3, and no 4s. But it does 4 damage, and then this will kill everything. So let's do that. Then we can... Oh, do we Geist or do we... Second Seal?
I must feed
Second
now. Out of my jungle.
Alright. One spreading plague has been dealt with. Ooh. Well, that's both swipes. So I guess we got to be careful if it's Mechathune instead of Malagos. So we should... No, maybe we should just go for Seals. Like, we don't have... Now that the Demonic Project has been built, we actually don't have a lot in our deck that is useful. That we'd be unhappy to burn. Okay.
Sweet essence.
Nourish for cards, so it's definitely Mechathune. Armor. Alright, so I guess we gotta go for Skulking Geist to destroy that other Naturalize.
Hungry. You yummy.
Yep. I don't know how we're gonna win this. They still have to deploy the rest of the hand. We could Twisting Nether. Try and Twisting Nether before they play the Mechathune. So then we have no board. They can't trade into anything. They can't. Damn it.
Your soul is in my hands.
Damn it. It's Togwaggle. So we both have final seals in our hand? That's goofy.
The end is coming.
But now there's no Mechathune in play, so we just need to... not die, I guess. So they can swap it back, but we'll delete the deck when they do that. And then they have to, like, Twisting Nether to kill the Azari. No more shenanigans. They could like attack, Godfrey, and it will do 2, 4, 6. Put this on 1. So if we go for Godfrey here, it's going to kill everything. Is his Spellstone loaded? It's 5. He hasn't played the Hellfire yet. So we could Godfrey here and then get in for 10 and 3 more.
This will be a messy killing.
And they're taking 4. So they have to Spellstone this turn if they want to stay alive. So they could like Hellfire Spellstone. And they can't deploy their Azari. So they're dead. Because they're taking 5 or 4. Got him. That's an interesting one. I've never been in the situation of there being like a Togwaggle Azalina in play, as well as an Azari. So that's kind of cool. Interesting.
Valera.
Okay. Up against the Rogue.
Soul shall be mine.
Bit of a clunky hand here. I'm actually going to keep the Shadow Bolt. If this is Odd Rogue, we want to have an on-time answer for a fledgling or a young thug. Doomsday is very good though.
None will
Tis Odd Rogue. Does it run 1 or 2 demonic projects? This deck, this specific version, just running 1. One project, 1 pact. But it also has the Howlfiend treachery in there. Cool. So we'll set up the Doomsday now. This also means they can't Queen of Islespine. So they have to have like Ironbeak Owl or Void Ripper here. But they don't have the Void Ripper. Found 2 to be clunky, 2 demonic codex. I can vibe that. I can understand why that would get clunky. Where were you last turn? Where were you this turn, Stonehill Defender?
Halt! Who goes there?
Just the pig? You're a deckhand too. Go for a giggle into here. As much as I want to Shadow Bolt this, the fact that we can't do anything else for the rest of our turn, unless we just want to trade a Defile for a deckhand, that's pretty bad. Hey, is this getting cold-blooded?
Of my jungle!
Okay. If our opponent has the Vile Spine, then we are pretty dead. Dunked. Maybe we should have gone for the Shadow Bolt a bit earlier. Eating that Blood Knight. Oof.
You asked for it.
Okay, up against the Mage.
Shall be mine!
Been seeing a lot of different Mage decks lately. So I think I'm going to keep the Stonehill Defender. This card should be good against both Tempo, a little bit good against Control maybe. Mana Worm. Don't have it. Don't have it. Or have it. Either way is fine. Ooh. Big spell. So, how are we going to navigate this one? How are we going to navigate this? Let's bring up a big spell mage list.
Out of my
Familiarize ourselves. A lot of draw, a lot of meteors. Pyro. Yeah, and then Jaina.
out of
So I think our out is going to be somehow treacherying the Howlfiend and making them discard Jaina. Get that card out of our hand. What if they have the Jaina? It's pretty bad.
so many possibilities.
I guess next turn we can play a Godfrey, so... Really just want to get this coin out of our hand to free up some turns for tapping. Too bad you can't Demonic Project Hero cards. If only. Oh my gosh. I guess we can Hellfire instead. And then next time we just coin out the Lich King.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
This deck does play Pyroblast sometimes, so this is something to be aware of.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Rise me, Frostmourne. Death Grip.
Reality. Wolf.
Meteor. We got blown up.
This will be a massive. This will be a massive.
Okay, they didn't just play Jaina. Where's the treachery? So now we gotta hit a defile.
Darkness rises.
No, I needed that. Ugh, this sucks. That really sucks. They just have the Pyroblast. No, Frostmourne Hero Power. No.
Well played.
That was rough. Unfortunately, the Howlfiend kind of having all these disparate elements, like having the Howlfiend and the Demonic Project and all this stuff, just really like gums up our hand. And that whole game, it was like, ugh. It felt like we should have just coined earlier to free up our hand to tap more. But you know, still learning with the deck. And we'll see if we can have some better. Alright, up against the Druid.
Protect the wild. Your soul shall be mine.
I think we'll keep a Spellstone. If we can upgrade this a little bit, we could potentially use it to remove a Violet Teacher, Ironwood Golem, something like that.
My greetings. I greet you.
I guess we've both mutually agreed to do nothing for until turn 4. No wild card though. Maybe we can dodge the Nourish too. What do we want from this tunnel? If we take this Spellstone, does it upgrade itself? Yes. I think we knew that. I think we've played Chittering Tunneler in a weird deck before where we discovered a Spellstone. Oh my gosh. fully upgraded spellstones. This rig is fully slammed. And we got cooldown. Okay. We're in a good position. See what our opponent wants to do. Armor or branching parts? Armor draw. Always draw before you armor if you're playing spellstones.
Unleash me.
Because if you draw and then you take the armor, then you can upgrade the spellstone that you drew. They probably want to naturalize this. No, they want to nourish. Nourish naturalize? That'd be pretty good.
Ah, sweet essence.
Sweet essence. No. Okay. Oh, spellstone. Spellstone? Spellstone can't care about. Wow. Going all out. I think we'll just spellstone this. Play librarian. Obviously we should have librarian first, in case we hit something sweet. And there's the plague. Oh, kind of want a Geist though. Get rid of those naturalizers, spellstones and stuff. Or do we Geist after they play Ultimate Infestation? Probably after.
The end is coming!
So they can Ultimate Infestation and then trade in. Ooh, Psych Melon? Ooh. The juicy Psych Melon. What's our opponent trying to do to us? Malagos Druid. Get munched. Harum. We gotta find our demonic project pretty quick though.
What to do?
Oh, triple win condition druid. So this is the one that's got Togwaggle. They can't really Togwaggle us anymore without the naturalizers. It's got Togwaggle, Malagos, and what's the third one? Is it Mechathune? Yeah, Mechathune. Rough.
Flower power.
Unity, precision, perfection.
I was very tempted to tap there, but if we had drawn like Rin, Godfrey, any of the Void Lords, it wouldn't have been great for us.
I wonder.
We should probably try and get this Gul'dan
Power.
down. A natural mistake indeed. Get as much life as we can.
A bargain forged in blood and shadow.
Fortunately, we can't kill this florist though, right? Well, we should have just gone for the spell stones. They're gonna go for Malagos? Probably. They gotta find it first though, I guess.
The circle of life is over.
What mode? Hesh mode.
Your soul.
Alright, we're on 35. Our opponent's a floop down, but I guess they could have triggers on like all faceless manipulators, right? Give me the Howlfiend. If we get the Howlfiend, we can play it, Treachery. I don't know if we can manipulate it enough to get more than 3 triggers. More than 2 triggers, even.
You will
Yay!
rest now.
Our opponent tried to do a thing and couldn't do a thing. Okay, we are here with the Control Warlock. The Blizzard Control Warlock. We played a couple of games with it. Ultimately, there's not a lot that we can really say. Definitely no Control aficionado, but it's pretty clear that this deck is out there, has been teched for certain matchups, or has been teched for ladder or something along those lines. Because we can kind of see there's a lot of disparate threats. We did have that one game where we got a good Howlfiend Defile off. It could have been better if we had thought about it more. But that definitely helped us out in that match. And we are seeing a lot of druids around, and it feels like that's kind of right where you want to be with against a druid. You want to have options of getting that Howlfiend. We didn't get to play Demonic Project. We did burn it in the most relevant matchup from a Naturalize, but this is definitely a powerful card. I think depending on your ladder experience, you should consider bumping this up to 2 if you are facing a lot of those combo decks. But yeah, other than that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, all the links are down in the description, including a link over to the Hearthstone deck article. Jump over there, give it a +1, leave Flux Flasher a lovely thoughtful comment, as I know you always do. And my links are down there as well, including a link over to Twitter. Best place to catch me at Tommy_Wave. And until next time, stay safe, stay wavy.